she?
Well, you know what? She might.
No.
You know what? I don't know what Charlene did with it. You'll have to ask her.
No, what's happening for me? For me to swear that she looked it on me. How dare she?
Well, I think you'll have to talk to Charlene about that.
I will.
Okay.
We're gonna have words.
Yeah, you're gonna have words?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told him you're supposed to do my sweating today. That will get done.
Well, I think she's downstairs if you want to have a talk with her. Okay? Okay. You guys look like you're doing a fantastic job. How's the cake look, Thomas? Really nice. It's like a nice, like sunny corner, but also it's like. Yesterday, when I was up here, was just Charlene and Bill. Remember your meeting with Patrick? It's so quiet up here.
Except when Charlene wears heels. Her office is over mine, and I can hear her going back and forth.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh.
Charlene and Pam do not share an office.
No.
They
They
share a
did.
phone line.
They did.
Oh, okay.
Not even a phone line. We're all separate.
Now
A
they
message and they had a phone line, shared phone line.
Yeah.
So they were sharing an office until we moved up here
Okay.
until like last week.
Yeah, until last week. It was only until they were both sharing Pam's office downstairs.
And are a lot of people we support coming to the open house today?
Whoever chooses to, yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's too many, like, I was expecting to
There's
see
a few
a whole
people
bunch of
who aren't.
Everybody's out and about.
There's people's families coming.
There also
There's
is mom's coming.
Yeah.
Bill's mom might be coming.
People around here. I saw Michael, I saw you email Michael last week, taking pictures,
The photo op, yeah.
which is good.
I'm just here just to take it on in like everybody else. It's nice.
This is where you and I get to sit back, seeing we've done it for the last year. And see, you have to understand, Carrie, this was a false wall right over here.
Well, I remember remember we had a coordinator meeting up here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was on a treasure hunt. I collected a whole bunch of treasures. when
I
did
wasn't
that.
here, obviously.
No, you
We were
weren't.
at a coordinator meeting here without you.
Yeah,
No, I was
on
off
leave.
for a year.
You were gone for, you were on leave.
I was off for a year.
You know that? I do remember that. I'm just thinking of the timing. Oh, was it?
It was when-
Because I
Yeah.
wasn't part of a treasure hunt, and I didn't know anyone was.
You
up
would
there.
remember the treasure hunt. You remember me poaching all your
I
things?
sent everybody up here to take away one thing.
I took my treasure was a plaid pencil case holder, a
Oh.
green plaid pencil case holder, very 80s looking.
Mhm.
I was pretty excited about it. Still have it, so.
It's funny when these washrooms here, you sit on the toilet, you're looking at the median mirror.
Really?
Yes. You fix your hair at the same time here.
No, it's like that low? Like it's, okay,
Yes.
well,
But only from like here up, thank you.
Oh,
I'll intentionally use these.
in the bathrooms,
Really,
yeah,
super fun.
Like you get very good,
Yeah.
Where did you put my box? I'm very mad at you.
you're what?
They put my box here.
I don't have your box, I don't even know what box you're talking about.
The one that with papers in there.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't touch it, honestly. You can't stay mad at me anyway.
I'm sure if you give him a shredding machine, the level will return up.
That's what
That
he's
was-
talking about.
Yes.
You're up here,
Here's the shredder.
Uh-huh.
Somebody else put it away, it looks like.
Clearly, like, never like on it. Like I see people mopping, walking around with Lysol wipes. Like,
Yeah, it's good.
okay, fine.
Oh. Thomas, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Yes.
What don't you like about it?
Well, trying to think.
Maybe there's nothing you don't like about it. Maybe you like everything.
It's okay to say you like it.
Well, it's just that maybe it needs more.
Up here now, nowhere. Okay, downstairs, right off the kitchen. There's a storage room with mom's web.
Mm.
We're realizing there's little things we're still missing up here, like she just asked for a broom, I thought, oh, we don't have a broom up here.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe we might be missing some other things. Maybe. Let's see.
Just a little bit of room sometimes.
What are
Do
you
we have-
looking for? Did we miss something?
No, I'm just checking.
Things out.
Well, he was telling me that we forgot something.
Oh. We need some accessories.
Yeah.
Saying that in IKEA,
Maybe there might be
they
some.
sell like paintings and stuff for your
This morning,
places. I haven't looked on it.
we were having
So we
a-
need some accessories, for sure.
Let's see.
What did you forget? Probably about this big by this big. One's Paris, one's New York, one's London, one's Rome. I don't know if we use them anywhere. I was just gonna give them away to whoever wants them, but I thought if you guys wanted them here.
Yeah, or even 1745, I don't know if they've had all their.
Okay, I'll take a picture of
Yeah,
it.
you know,
and
I'm
send it
not
to
sure
you, Sarah.
1745 has as much paintings as we have up here.
Doesn't that look good?
There better be nothing on that.
Oh, it's a piece of plastic. I was like, is that a chip?
Well, if it's a chip.
Oh, I'd be calling it myself.
I like this wording better than the other.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
Yeah.
So, and the size, if we had gone smaller, I don't think it would have been, especially with that other logo in there. Oh, that's, you know what?
That's not even
my.
Yeah. It wasn't native by
Yes,
on this. I do too.
It says a little bear.
It's a very little thing you come out, right? Like
I see where that box. Damn her anyway. Damn her anyway.
Oh, there you are, Bill.
Look, sit up. Sit up, I'm in. See? See, I'm in.
Are you talking about the...
Shredding box, yeah, I'm gonna get done today.
I'll help you for sure. How about you find a spot that's going to help you to relax? And then
Don't you ask her to know the boxes. The box won't get done today.
Okay, well, you know, I'm going to help you. So, can you just help me to take a deep breath?
Yeah,
Just so you
the
know,
box won't get done today.
2 of the 3 homes that I oversee this time. So, toilets are a thing today, Chantel. It's not new, it's just a thing.
I'll find out where the shredder is.
Does that make you feel
Where
better?
are the boxes?
And also, I agree with you on the
Shred. The shred is in there. I don't want to be shredding
Well, that's
today.
fine, Ben.
So I'm going to help you. Is it okay if you go on your iPad, find something that you want to watch, and then I will touch base and figure out what's going on? 'Cause
Yes, the box won't get done today.
yeah, I'll help you, Bill.
The box
Where's your
won't get done
iPad?
today.
Can we find your iPad? Maybe you could focus on watching a video that you like.
The box won't get done today.
Oh, Katie's here. Hey, Katie, how's it going? Good, how are you? Nice to see ya. Yeah, you too. How's life? Exhausting. Well, at least you got to sleep today. This your place? This is my home base. I came for the open house today, so I wasn't aware of like who all went to 1745, who came to LA. I wasn't sure, so nice to see you. Stomping grounds? And is it John? Jason, I knew I was off. Nice to see you again, Jay. How are ya? I remember your face, sorry. It was slightly off with your name. It's okay. You guys are good? Or just because you're here, because you're well, you do your thing, we'll do the after.
Okay. I might go get a massage and like a down bomb and I'll get the vibe for long picture. Do you want to be in the picture? You want me in the picture? Like I said, the second we come up here, everyone's gonna come up here and be just as loud.
We get so many people.
Ouch! Yeah, sorry. It's been a hectic morning and a hectic weekend.
Yeah.
My office is there.
For the list of my office is right here.
I like the blue.
Yes, very nice, eh?
Perfect. We just had a showing. Hey, oh, everyone's coming.
See, that's my office though.
Oh, God.
Are my kids' pictures up there?
No, if they all came from there.
I know, it's busy down there.
No. Oh, looks nice up here.
Yes, you might try. You're very welcome out there. It's an experience.
Yeah, is this your first time?
It's nice.
Use the whole space.
This is your first time? All right.
We're gonna have a.
It's nice. I did.
You did, see? Tried a new thing.
I'm hungry. I'm tired. I can't move. You don't want to
Wanna go see the kitchen part?
Right there.
I wasn't like,
In Hydra's office?
That's the one.
So we're gonna, we have somebody coming here who's gonna do some tours. We'll wait maybe until Eric, Lloyd's coming. Yeah.
I don't think Chad's gonna do
It's okay. I just thought, like, you know what, we haven't talked about him.
Yeah.
Let's invite
You
him,
know,
right?
there's chance that
Yeah.
maybe could have,
Yeah.
but he had to leave early, like,
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Yeah.
Lloyd's got group heading up to Florida.
This balloon, Heather, is the biggest balloon I've ever seen.
All fine. No worries. It was just a matter of flying to the shirt.
Hey, I'm Carrie. Nice to meet you. I don't think I've met you before.
No, I'm Aries. Nice to meet you.
What, Harris?
Aries, yes.
Aries.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Aries.
Nice to meet you.
I'm one of the coordinators at residential, but I was formerly coordinator at one of the other day services.
Oh, I see. So
nice to get to know everybody. Yeah, I used to have the pleasure of seeing this guy every day.
Yes, that is you work at Cavalier.
Yeah, Cavalier 3421.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
so You're
right.
at head office then?
Now I'm back in residential at the head
I see,
office.
I see,
Yeah. So.
I work for Visions of Independence. I'm just helping Epic for their webcasting. So.
Oh wow! Okay, so you're doing like you're
Yes.
making us technologically inclined. Thank you for that. I know nothing about technology. Well, I won't bug you then if you're doing your thing.
It's okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for helping.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Something with the dash every now and then. I know sometimes they take them out and they're gonna be doing some magic or something like that. He's still walking that part of the step. Yeah. Amazing. I can't even hang up my jacket right here.
Do you have any pictures on your phone?
No, I don't.
Hey, Deborah.
Yes.
And what are your plans for after dinner?
I will.
Okay. Okay.
Coffee's gonna be ready in about 30 minutes.
Where do you Let's see. Did you go shopping? Where are you? Where are you? Pardon? Where are you from? Place. What place are you from? What place are you from?
I can help.
Yeah.
She has a number of places. But she is here from right now show you where it is. Sure. So how was your winter been?
Yeah, I just came back from On Air, which is, yeah, do you know where that is? Most of the time I have to explain where that is. What did you think? Okay, okay,
It was hydrant. She ran past.
that was
Who burns something up here as well?
Oh, does it? Oh, I didn't notice that, but maybe you have a better nose than I do. You think it smells like somebody burnt something? I don't even think we were.
Well, when it first came out, it smelled it. Can you smell it too?
Just live the vampire, Thomas.
What?
Don't you miss the vampire, motherfucker? It'll kick your butt. Here. Here.
Come here.
What? Here. Nice reading here.
Do you know what it is when it first came out?
130.
What do you got now?
Okay? 130.
I wonder if something's bringing the kitchen.
So 130 will bring it in there and you can shut it in here.
Okay, here. 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 We'll look at it for you.
Hey, listen. Nobody wants you to do. So they
You know what? You go start on it. On it in here. Plug it in.
The portion that had no trials or education going on.
Here. I'm going.
Good.
I'm going to shut the door.
Has he retired yet?
He did.
Run,
So this when he was
He
paid.
wasn't good at that.
Good, Carrie.
Hey, Michael, how are you?
Do you have any further?
You know what? I have a twin brother. He has a
Billy! She looks like she's coming through.
Okay, let's go.
No.
My last name is Richard.
What's that name?
Yeah, his last name is Richard as well. Michael Richards and I'm Carrie Richards.
What?
Do you have any siblings? Can you shut the door?
I got it already.
Okay, here. Come here. Your grandmother.
Three sisters.
Whoa, and my sisters. I'm part of a very big family.
You don't?
I just have two brothers. No sisters.
It's not as big as mine.
Definitely not, which, I don't know, maybe I'm grateful for it. Seems like it would be a chaotic house with 5 siblings growing up. Was it fun?
Do you know what the smell is? Because when it first came out, I smelled something burning.
Yeah, I noticed.
Michael, yeah, very observant. I also noticed that, but I'm not sure what it
I
was.
think some people are checking it out. I don't know if I should run and.
Upstairs too. You have a good sniffer.
You know, Ralph's on his road.
Sorry, can you too?
So I told someone else there was 2 plumbing issues in 2 locations that I ever see this morning. So Ralph has gone all over the place today.
What's your rope?
He's our building guru. Yeah.
He's our maintenance guy. He comes and helps us with all of our emergencies. We're very grateful for Ralph.
Yep.
Mike agrees. I'm Carrie.
So this is Jacqueline. Yeah.
Jackie, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And how are you connected to us or here?
So right, yeah, is
Oh, awesome.
honoring their.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Did you like her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
I feel like I have to make that. That's right.
Oh, but that says 119, but it's actually an hour ahead, so we have to take an hour off. So that says 12:19. See, it says 119 on that, but it's only 12:19.
Oh.
Can you change it so I know?
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Well, sometimes it's a little bit hard to figure technology out, see how you program it, change the clocks and things. So I said, I'm glad you asked her, not me.
You thought?
Yeah, well, I might be able to figure it out.
Oh, there's
Might
the
just
mom.
require some
The mom's here.
patience. Your mom's here, Daryl? Awesome.
So see her, that is her video, that's her car.
Good.
Awesome.
Do you have no idea how many people
Well, that's her mom.
Yeah.
Sorry, check the look right there. See if you can check it down here somehow.
Is he coming?
The white car there.
That's your mom?
Awesome.
Well, it looks like that parking lot's getting busy. I think people are probably going this
It
way.
looks like a mom's car, I don't know for sure.
Okay, that's why you're hanging on to the phone.
Looks like her, looks like her. Seems to be what mom
He can
is.
make it, he can make it. If he can't, that's okay. You know, he can come visit anytime, right? You can always show
And
around.
is Richard still supporting you for different companies on these?
Yes,
How are you?
Good, how are you? Which assignment?
Mike, are you still passionate about collecting speakers?
Yep.
How is the speaker collection coming along? Good. Dude, I've always wanted to listen to all your speakers play at one time.
Good, thanks.
We're welcome.
Close back here.
Okay. The one right next door. Like the safe thing.
Good.
I like that speech for maybe 2 minutes. I will.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Do you remember me?
No. Were you here one time fixing stuff?
I was.
No.
Remember you and I were looking at some ducks together?
With me ducks.
Which picture? No, I didn't bring one of myself.
Maybe we'll take some today.
I brought another picture though. Well, for everybody, this is a picture. This big machine was inside your building.
Yep.
It was one that used to put big pieces of concrete called piles. No, it was just in, and then it helped her put some concrete underneath the building. You know what? I can give them to you after you're able to look at it.
I know.
How are you?
I can show it Senator next one. Give this to you.
Not visiting. We're just gonna talk about that. We're here to celebrate. We're here to celebrate a big project that's done. And like think about it, it wasn't that long ago that we
That's
could
right.
be up there, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago when we couldn't even come upstairs because it wasn't, there was nothing here.
I don't.
Pretty awesome to be up here now.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, we'll do some visiting, some speaking. And meeting people. Exactly.
My dad is the Jets fan.
Yeah.
You know what fan? Hockey fan. Me and my mom are? Montreal.
Oh, wow. So which is your favorite team?
Montreal. My mom meets my mom's.
That's good.
What players?
How about your dad? Okay, there you go. So do they have like wars at home where they cheer for different teams?
Well, mom, she cheers.
Mike, have you played poker recently?
That?
No.
No. Oh man. You're a good poker player. It's your game.
Carrie? Yeah. I asked my mom to let me play poker, but she said it's hard to play.
You were asking mom to play with you?
No, I asked her to let me play with them.
Oh, I said it was too hard to play.
Right.
Do you believe that you can learn anything you put your mind to? I believe for myself that I can learn anything I put my mind to, so I believe the same for you, Michael.
Do you know how to play poker? Texas hold up?
Well, you know, I have to confess I've played a little bit, but I would lose really badly.
We'll call you.
Well, and the reason I was asking Mike because all play poker, just for fun.
Yeah.
How do you know where he lives?
I used to be his coordinator for his home.
What about now?
Now I coordinate other people's home and I don't have the pleasure of working with Mike. But I'm happy to see him and yourself today.
Just one washroom up here.
We have 2.
Where's the other one?
Well, we have one for women and one for men. So we can, I mean, they're single spaces, so we can kind of use both.
Would you show me that one? Show me the other one.
I think it's
Yeah, it might be used right now.
or that it's being fixed. Do you play any other games or any other cards, Michael?
Roar? I actually played Roar earlier before that.
Roar?
Yeah,
I don't think I know this game. I've never heard of it before.
It's like a card game.
Okay. How do you win Roar?
With,
How do you win? Is there a winner in this game?
excuse me? Do you know how to play Roar? Like a card game?
I know the card game, but
Michael was asking, do you know how to play the card game Roar? No. I was asking the same. I said, I've never heard of this game before. How do you play it? Or how do you win?
I've heard of war.
War?
War. Not war.
Is it?
Is it war? W-A-R? War?
Is it where you put the 2 cards and whoever's got the higher card wins?
Right?
Is that your one?
Yeah? Repeat, do you know how to play Roar?
say that.
Oh, War.
Yes, I do.
What
I
can I
played that
explain
game.
to Kenya? She doesn't explain how.
You know what, Michael? I'm sorry, I heard you incorrectly. I thought you had said roar like a lion or a tiger.
No.
Roar, like fighting. Roar.
No talk about the card game.
Yes, and the card game Roar, I definitely know how to play. I learned that one when I was young and a kid, so I
This is the
still
one
remember
I
it.
played earlier.
You played earlier, and how did you do? Did you have a fun game?
Yeah.
It's all about having fun, right? Not necessarily about winning.
Right. You don't know how to play Roar?
I know how to play it. I played it too. I haven't played it for a long time.
Thank you for that catch.
Oh, yeah.
She knew what you were saying, Michael. I was way off, apparently.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's all about matching and being quick, right?
Yeah.
Did you have any matches? That's my favorite part, when you have to do war and you have to do 3 cards after.
Yeah, twice.
Twice!
Yeah.
Nice. That's the exciting part.
Yeah.
And what else is happening in your life these days, Michael? What's keeping you busy?
Stuff that's going on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you seen anything exciting recently? Have you gone to see anything exciting recently?
Basketball? Yesterday.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Where did you watch basketball?
Well, I went to play basketball
Oh, nice.
yesterday
Where do you play?
at the Y.
Nice. And do you have some friends that you play with?
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, you know what?
Excellent.
This is so
Who's this?
Yeah. Oh, do you know? Do you know Heather? Have you met Heather?
No, but
Maybe you
no,
can
I
introduce
heard.
yourself.
And, you know, 400
You used to come to NASA. You would wheel by me to go and see Sharpie, but I mean.
So you're putting your youth that time? What?
We roll with things around here.
Yeah.
It's so quiet up here.
It is, I know. Is it louder downstairs? Oh, it's vibrating. Excellent.
You know what? Before it came up, it was loud.
It was loud
Yeah.
downstairs?
Yeah.
So is it nicer up here?
Yeah.
A little quieter? I don't mind the quiet.
Right there, who's coming up?
I know, well, eventually they'll come and see us. Yeah, there are some people coming up in the lift.
That's what I can slightly hear, I guess.
So somebody also needs to just remind me.
So,
Why do you guys took this?
Yeah, here's my mom.
Hello. Nice.
to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Where are you going right now?
Thank you.
So my name is Ruby. Nice to meet you.
Carrie, you know what Pam's running down far?
I have no idea what Pam's writing down. You might have to ask her.
No.
So basically, this whole space was non-existent before. We've dramatically altered the building by, so some of the space had no like piles down into the foundation. So we have to bore concrete piles into the basement. We have some touring going on. We have some pictures that we can show you as to what that took for us. But ultimately, this is
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
See now? Yeah. Hi.
Daryl.
I'm just using the phone quick. Okay.
Thomas.
I'm Carrie, and then I may have met you before when Daryl was going 3421 as a coordinator at the 14.
What's up, Thomas?
Well, nice to meet you now, Linda. Nice to meet you now.
I used to live in Hudson too. I don't live in Parliament.
Yeah, your new home, right?
Oh, can I speak to you, son? Because he told me to call 1:30.
When Daryl was looking out the window there, I think he saw your white car and he was getting quite excited to see you.
Dirty car.
Everybody's car is dirty.
Sure.
Hello? You told me 1:30 to come. Yeah. Okay. That doesn't begin driving all the way down here, no? Okay.
They're both named Linda, Daryl. How about you?
Will you have your lessons by then? Okay. 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 I'll mention to her when she comes back up when I see her. Okay.
I think maybe just Daryl wanted to show
Go
us. Oh, you got it? You're good? Thank you.
Yep.
Awesome.
No.
Thank you, Linda.
No.
Michael, I have a question for you.
What?
You have a
Ready? Yeah.
No?
Soon? When I first came up here, right? I smelled something burning.
Can I offer you a glass of punch?
You have a coffee too. She's cracking a cake.
They don't have to coffees ready.
Yeah, it'll be pretty.
I talked to my brother.
No.
I would say you know what your doctor said, Daryl, so up to you to decide to listen to
You know, the passed away.
Oh, someone, you're saying my name? I'm sorry, Michael.
No, always try and get Pam's attention.
Oh, you called Pam's name, right? I thought you called my name.
Yeah, but not crackers.
Crackers.
There you are.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. So, you said that you were playing basketball yesterday. Did you play basketball with friends?
We just my staff.
Your staff?
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. I like basketball. You play like 21 or something like that.
No, too far.
It's too much.
You? What do you when you play basketball?
You know, Michael, it's been many years, and I usually play with my twin brother, Michael, is when I usually play basketball. But probably, because I don't like to run so much, I don't like to run.
I told them I would get you to come back down, and then Ralph was gonna
Just,
do
play the sheet right one, so that you can just stand at different parts of the court and get different amounts of points.
Good.
That was my game, but it's been a long time.
Like 2 long shots.
Sometimes.
I
used to be able to get a 3-pointer. How about you?
I like those kind of shots.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are they hard to make?
Whoa. What kind of political grade? Huh? My birthday is 69, right?
Oh yeah,
What? One thing? He said, the kids are going to come next week.
Yeah.
No, we got test balls tonight.
Yeah, and that's with the group one. Right, right. And it's like who, there was class IDT. Yeah.
That's great.
No.
My age is.
No, it's just.
Forget.
We're going.
But I'm saying next week.
I'm always
They kiss.
write everything down.
You know how to use the lift and stuff?
Yeah, that's what I should do.
Say kiss.
Grab a chair.
I'm to see when they get here, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I play those balls.
There's, if you want to move your jacket, you can. You don't, you don't. There's coffee right around the corner here.
She's talking to the
Yeah. Yeah.
So, whoa, what is this area it's just for any basic things you have people Yeah, there's, Charlene.
Right now, most of the time downstairs, and he is also going
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then he's
You're
also
finished?
going out with Michael, for example, playing
So finish what you say?
Well, isn't the point of dodgeball you're supposed to hit someone on the other team and then they're out, right? And then that means they can't throw it at you if they're out.
Good.
But then someone else on their team can throw it at you.
That's true.
And then if you get hit, what happens? You're out.
Hi, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Do you want your coat on?
No, I won't be that long.
Hello.
I don't know if you've ever met. This is Darren. Another Sean.
Hello.
Used to work at Chapman.
Michael, what?
And this is Jack.
Typically, I mean, it's set up for the, Charlene's office, one of the managers. Oh, she's in there right now. And then another workspace. We just put everything together, so there's still odds and ends we gotta put together. And then this is a storage room. It's lost. Yeah. So, 2,000 space. We're on a crowded downstairs. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone always seems to gravitate towards the kitchen area. Because of the space.
So the idea is, I think Ruby was explaining to us it's a kind of in and out place to stop and then go.
You know this well, the day programs, that could be not as much. This is the you've got a place that you're based on, all the team, you don't have to further
So can I take a few pictures or video maybe?
You betcha.
I don't have my
How long did
glasses.
it take to do this?
It took, I mean, the permits are made.
Yeah.
That's what tends to take the longest piece of time.
Do you know how many people are serviced by you?
28.
How many?
28.
28.
Right now. But we are taking any referrals.
I don't know what you said.
I would know that. I was kind of looking over at Dawn and going, hey, what's there?
Yeah, so then this, you probably talked about this.
Of course, yeah.
So this was a big ordeal.
Yeah, getting those files in, just have the structural support.
Yeah, and structural support because before,
So this is
essentially was where you
this is everything on this board is.
Oh, it ended there.
So there was kind of space that was on.
Sure.
Sure,
Sure, so it could be.
Yeah. So some of it's.
So this is
Some of it was. Spaces that we just how we walk in. So you'll notice the
Chairs here.
just this side.
Are you sure? Wait,
The whole second floor. And then also one stairwell. And the second needs to be addressed using travel. That and for this one.
One of the reasons we didn't use the space prior to this renovation is because people couldn't access.
Come and say hello to everyone.
Accessible
Bill?
entry.
Is your mom here yet?
No. Limitations of climate.
Oh, thanks very much. I gotta go. Thank you.
Yeah, what's looking for you?
I
was coming this way towards your office.
I think it looks fantastic. And I'm glad it's being utilized for your ultimate. Yeah. No, thanks again.
So you got some good.
What's up,
I got what you did and everything's fantastic.
Program to start?
Okay.
You got some color, you just got that or something?
Yeah, we were at Turks and Caicos.
Larry, do you know what time it is?
And I'm sorry about it.
Eris?
Sorry.
I was calling you the wrong. Do you know what time it is?
It's 12:45.
They came in at 1
Still have 15 minutes.
All right. So,
We'll start.
anyways, I got right. No, I really appreciate it.
Sorry, I just texted my colleague to took me out to 1:20.
Can I take it back by really quick to see where that was, just so I know where it is?
12:45.
I wonder if we should put a little few chairs just here so that people can kind of sit to see. Or do you think that would be obstructive? Like just kind of so
I just feel like if people want, because are you talking here?
Right here, yeah.
So I feel like people can then stand there, otherwise they'll be standing in front of the chairs.
I just want to know where it is so that when it's time to do that, I can get it for you.
If we have more.
Yeah. I feel very want them.
Yeah.
She's gonna go around Carol and say hi to me.
I know. Knock your camera down.
No, it's alright.
Well, that's going to be starting
I think it'll be okay. Just leave this space like open.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
put all chairs just beside. That'll be okay.
Very good.
How's the picture taking going?
I usually do street art, so people are different. They don't stand still. I'm used to like stuff painted on buildings, it doesn't move.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll have something that Jim can celebrate.
Carol, sorry. The elevator's right here. So somebody must be coming up. The light is on. This is Bill's sister.
Oh, Bill McKay?
Hi, I'm Heather. Nice to meet you. His mom is just coming up.
I'm Donna.
How do you do it, Carol?
It's a lift. Or the lift.
I'm just interested.
She's coming up now?
Well, I dropped her off, but
The light's on, so
Yeah, so
I can hear it.
I can hear it. It's not an elevator.
it's a lift.
It's 5 floors or more. I honestly don't know. I'm like, I'll look that up later. Actually, that's an interesting, I never. So like, they can hear it though.
Yes, okay, good.
Some will be laughing.
And then, keep going.
There you go.
Look out, look out.
Hello, good, good. I was hoping you were going to be coming out the
This is
door.
Bill's mom.
Here, I'll take your coat and hang it up.
Hi.
Hi there. This is Bill's mom.
And this is Donna, who is our coordinator here for the day service.
Yes.
This is Bill's mom.
Yes.
I'm Helen.
Nice to meet you.
Bill is just around the corner over here. I'm going to go hang our coats, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I'm giving you a hard time. She's good. Just so you know where you have your physio room right beside the men's washroom. A lot of heaters.
You don't want to?
And it's really smelly, but Joyce is looking after it.
Mark's going to the gym.
It's not looked down at them. Because I came up and it was sort of like. But just so you know, so right now, she's just closed the door and let Ralph know. Yeah, no, Ralph is calling after this. Yeah, but it's.
You know what I think, Jamie? I think these kind of chairs are too hard for him. He likes big comfy ones, does.
He does like the ones, eh?
What?
Yeah, because that's the chair he sits in every day for lunch.
Now try to come with these hard ones and try to come with the comfy.
Does anybody else tell me what?
That's what I meant.
Come on, Daniel. Let it go.
Not these hard ones, you know what I mean? Jamie, you know what I mean? I'm saying on these hard ones.
Yeah.
Hey, don't spit. Hey, don't spit.
No, I'm a vampire, Thomas. No, I'm a vampire, Thomas. I'm a vampire.
That's Charlene.
Hey, don't spit on me.
How did you guys, did you have a key for this?
No, Pat found it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, bud! Sorry, what do you think you all offered the voice up here? What?
Okay, good. I thought it was just me. Mind you, you're pregnant, so.
Donna?
Yes?
Did you wish to be pregnant and have kids?
Not at my age, no. Been there, done that.
What about you?
I have no kids.
Did you
No,
wish?
they didn't do that.
Did you wish?
No.
Not everybody wants
Do you know who that was?
No.
That was Bill McKay's sister.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I saw her say hi to Bill, but I didn't know what her relation was.
Do you think they fight?
What do you think, Donna?
I think Bill has the upper hand in that relationship.
No, everyone's asking me if they fight and saying, what do you think? Do they fight?
I don't know. I've never seen them together, so I don't know.
Get the door because she's going back down. How was the downstairs though, Chrissy? What was it calmed down there now?
To make it possible to put the lift in. Yeah, most of the area downstairs.
Bill prefers to be up here because it's usually quiet.
Yes.
So as soon as they opened it up here, he's been up here.
Yeah, I know he was telling us last time he was home that he was finished, he was going to move up.
Yes, he's up.
So does that work?
Does it what?
Does it work for him to be up here?
Yeah, yeah. It's for anybody to use.
He doesn't do well with a lot of background noise.
No.
No.
Today's a very busy day, so I can tell he's very anxious today.
Yeah.
But so are a lot of people.
Yeah, that's right.
Lots of people in and out.
We're here at the end.
Yeah, no, and I know when he was at the big workshop, like there was just too much background noise.
Yeah.
And I know if we go to something at the hall at home, if it gets too noisy, he'll say, it's loud, I'd like to go home. So, you know, he has a key and he goes home.
Yeah. Good.
He does.
So if he's downstairs and he's feeling it's getting too loud, he'll just come up here.
Yeah.
So it works for him.
Yeah. It's very nice. I haven't been in, but because Carol does all the running and fetching, but thank goodness which I can now.
Well, it's nice to meet you guys because I've known Bill for a long time, but I've never actually met you. So.
Yeah, it's interesting because I hadn't met you at any of the...
I was at 3421 for I don't even know how many years. I've been with Epic Opportunities for 21 years.
Oh, okay.
So ever since Bill's come, I've known Bill. So it's always interesting to meet family members.
Yeah. I laughed when he was going to come here. He walked closer to where he lives, and he said, "You know, I think I'll be able to sleep in 2 hours more every morning." I said, "Well, probably not quite that much."
But it sure has been nice for him to have some short restaurants.
Yeah.
So having living in St. Vital, what he had to was a
Yeah, that's a long way.
better. And it's a lovely.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
Yeah, it is. Parking isn't great,
But then how many of them, you know, that's like less of promotion with folks like this because
we don't go public transit.
It's mostly transit.
Well, we do provide transportation for some people. So we have about 7 vehicles. We have about staff vehicles.
Okay.
And Safeway doesn't, they check their lot to make sure that it should be, yeah.
2 keys in here.
Yeah, I left the one I used.
Well, I parked in Safeway today.
Yeah, it should be okay. By the time we're done, you'll be gone. No, it's more because St. Boniface Hospital's just up here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So they don't want people parking here all day long.
Yeah, that's right. Because then you get ones that are there all day.
So they'll mark it in the morning. They'll mark down license plates and see how long they're staying and if there's a pattern.
Yeah.
Well, then you can see that.
Yeah.
No, because at one time,
What is your first name again?
Donna.
Donna was saying.
at one time Bill was at that workshop way out in Plymouth Church.
Where?
The Versatech, way
Oh,
out
yeah.
in Plymouth
Yeah.
Church.
Yeah.
And it means she rode 3 hours a day on the bus. You know, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's too long.
How would they have an 11-hour day?
No, I know.
That's what it's
Yeah.
And that'd be smaller and there's a lot more individual. They've got time.
Yes.
Like, well, they've got, it's time. There's less people, so there's more.
There's more.
He has a bike and he rides it in the summer quite a lot, like in town, because the town is small and he can do that.
All right.
I'm sorry.
We're
Would you like to get through?
No, you see, heading towards the elevator.
Oh, you're waiting for the elevator. Okay.
Oh, the elevator's already open.
Yeah, better pop right in there. So how many people are here?
At this location, 28. There's a handful of people that don't really access the building. They're starting on their day at home.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say probably on a daily basis, there might be more like 17 people. And again, it depends on what people are doing.
And I appreciate the fact that it is flexible, because every once in a while I do ask for an extra day off for Bill.
Oh, yeah.
The last time he was home, RCMP had been offering this course for seniors on various things, but when he was home, it was firemen coming in to discuss fire safety. Well, you know, Bill thought this was just great. Yeah.
That little black thing, just pull it down and it'll open the flap. Yeah. There. We're just getting used to everything happening here too. So
yeah. So anyway, he enjoyed that.
Good.
Well, and we went and ate at the Man, because that's the seniors. Actually, I'm moving to the Man. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I had a chat. Then we got taken down to see the suite we were moving into. They built a new sauna and it's 2 bedrooms, so he'll have his own spa.
Good.
Yeah, it's sort of nice because he'd never seen that.
Yeah.
So he thought he had a good day because they had raisin pie for dessert, which is his favorite dessert.
Yeah.
And he saw the suite and then he listened to the fire presentations.
Good.
It was good. We gave him a nice day.
At 1 o'clock.
Anyway, somebody played the move, but anyway.
Just like all the folks together. It's gonna be sort of
A lot of people, myself, when I go through she didn't tell me she just in February, and then I'm off in the fall.
I find it very warm out here. I should open the window over
Now, I called Carol the wrong name. I hope it's your name right. I shouldn't have, yes, I'm sorry.
So everybody, I'm just gonna speak up very briefly to try to call everybody's attention over here, and I'll wait. I'll wait. So Jennifer, can you help us tell people to move over here? Thank you. Like, we want you to come on in, and I mean, stay seated for sure, but just come on in and Corinne, make your way here to the front. If you lead, others will follow. If you lead, others will follow. Yes. No, we have a camera set here. So I just want to formally, for those of you who are around the corner, hopefully we can speak loud enough to for everyone to hear us. We're gathered here to celebrate, and I've asked Sean just to bring some welcome to us as we begin. So we'll hand it over to Sean.
Well, welcome here. It's wonderful to finally be at 250 Goulet and see all the renovations that have been done. We thank all of those that have been involved at this time. We can celebrate this significant milestone. We want to give special thanks to the EPIC Board of Directors and leadership for putting together such an amazing plan to make this become a reality, especially to the staff that put all the nuts and bolts together to make this actually happen. It was a long time in coming. And especially to High Roads Property Management for doing such an amazing job that we'll all get tours of later on to see how the renovation has come to fruition. This is an exciting day, especially to those at 1745 Portage. Apparently they're over there on Skype.
Hey.
Shout out to them. They're also celebrating renovations that were done at that office as well. This has been a strategic move for EPIC Opportunities to go from 4 offices down to 2 and expand those 2 offices to this amazing facility that we have today. So what we're going to do is pass it off to Ruby, who's going to give welcomes and a bit of a speech, and then Mark Mercier is going to do a presentation to a family that's made a significant contribution to making this reality, and we so appreciate that. So I'm going to pass it off to Ruby. Let's welcome her.
Thank you. And I'm mindful again of 1745 Portage. Everybody there, thank you so much for coming. We're sorry we can't physically be present in the same space, but hopefully you can see what's going on here and join us in the celebration of it all. So approximately 1 year ago, we began this renovation. And of course, knowing that we did it in 2 locations, we also did the same thing and probably a larger space as well at 1745 Portage. So it's been quite the process. But the planning started well before that. As an organization, our goal has always been to empower people in community. We believe that people, and all people, deserve to have equal and inclusive access to our community. Normal everyday life, normal everyday places, right? That's sort of our motto as an organization. So therefore, when we started planning back in 2015 and 16, we knew that we needed to ensure that our day services would carry on more fully in that direction. We knew that a further emphasis on community support was needed. And ultimately,
Although I'm very proud of the fact that our day services have always focused heavily in this area, this renovation project has really allowed us to create 2 resource spaces that formally provide an option for people to be served out in the community, but to still have a space to tap into when they need a place to come warm up a lunch or use a bathroom or enjoy more formal learning opportunities by coming to a place where there's safety, security, and our staff can assist them in that process. So ultimately, rather these areas in terms of having that physical space to come to in the morning and end your day at that location, it allows for a more drop-in feel. It's a small space here, which it doesn't have a lot of large open concept spaces and so on, but we know that it will be useful for people to tap in as a resource. So we are excited about the possibilities that this opens up for us, and today marks our formal celebration, a formal opening, if you could call it that, whereby we can come together and commit more heavily to that inclusive community commitment ultimately as we support people and embrace people within the city of Winnipeg as well as in our province. This process has not come without a struggle. We've had a few painful moments along the way. I really want to thank the people we serve, your families. I'm sure once in a while you worried, how is this all going to work out and how is everything going to come back to a new normal? And so we thank you for your patience. We thank you for the commitment in reaching the vision of it and knowing that there was that process and that we've endured. It's time to celebrate. So throughout the dust and the squeezed quarters, you've managed to keep the peace and stay focused on the end goal. So now we truly want to embark upon this next phase of our epic journey together, and I'm proud of how well you have continued to serve the people here, as well as at 1745 Portage throughout the process. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And now I'm going to pass it over to Mark, who, as we said earlier, would like to honor a contribution from Brett Young Seed. That's okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I get started, I'd like to ask Jackie and Eric Dick to come forward and join me up here. Now, as I understand it, in April of 2016, Epic Opportunities received a phone call from Lloyd Dick from Brett Young Seeds. Ruby, our executive director, who everyone knows, tells me that this was a very memorable call. She tells me that it was memorable because Lloyd articulated very clearly an interest in seeking out opportunities for Brett Young Seeds to invest in a community organization that they wanted to donate to. At the same time, he was very careful that very careful in terms of outlining that their desire to select the right organization for this contribution. They wanted to make a substantial and meaningful difference in the lives of people who were living with an intellectual disability. After this initial inquiry from Lloyd, Ruby, along with representatives from the foundation board, met with the Dick family on a few occasions in order that they could tell them about Epic Opportunities, some of our current needs, and some of our priorities. As you all know, the foundation serves as the main fundraising board or fundraising body for Epic Opportunities, and one of the main goals of the foundation is to provide stable and long-term support to Epic Opportunities. For obvious reasons, we were very interested in working with Brett Young Seeds and the Dick family. However, we were even more impressed with their process, how they were approaching this, and we knew we needed to earn their respect in this entire matter. It was an honor to be selected by this family, as they chose to chose to contribute very generously to the renovation project that occurred here at 250 Goulet, and a similar one at 1745 Portage Avenue. These renovations, as you've already heard from Ruby, allow Epic Opportunities to offer more services from both of these locations to the individuals that we support, not only here, but also out in the communities. On behalf of Epic Opportunities, I'd like to assure the Dick family that you can be assured that we will strive to live up to the trust that you have placed in us. All of this being said, we're here to celebrate this important milestone. The renovation is being completed, the space is now available to be used, and it's my pleasure to draw to to your attention a plaque that's up on the wall just down the hall. There's another one over at 1745.
Oh, well.
Ralph has it? Okay. 1745 Portage Avenue. The plaque reads, "In grateful recognition, this community resource space is made possible through the leadership and generosity of Brett Young." Now, we've prepared a framed copy of the plaque that we would like to present to Eric and Jackie Dick on behalf of the foundation and everyone at Epic Opportunities as a thank you for their generous contribution and something that they can take back with them to Brett Young Seeds. And I'd like to call on Ralph Guy from High Road.
Jack, thank you very much for your support. We greatly appreciate it. Eric, we couldn't have been done without you. This is just a takeaway for you to put in your offices. We totally appreciate all your support. We thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you. So, wow, on a personal note, my brother has been a long-time user of Epic services, and we, as a family, understand what it takes and the impact that's required in order to ensure that people with developmental disabilities or challenges are able to live to their fullest potential. And after having conversations with Ralph and Ruby, we certainly understood that they were looking not only to access some funds, because funds are always needed in circumstances like this, but they wanted to invest them wisely and prudently in a way that was going to enhance the lives of everyone that is here today. So that's one of the reasons, and there's many, many more, but sorry, I'm getting a little emotional on this subject because it is quite close to home, but that's one of the many reasons that we contributed to this cause, and I personally hope it's not going to be the last time either. Thank you.
Okay, again, on behalf of everyone at Epic, thank you. And everyone, please feel free. This concludes the formal part of the ceremonies. There's refreshments around the corner. And of course, we'd like to welcome everyone to stay, thank the Dicks personally, and look through the space.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to be heading back to the office, so I can
I would love a picture with you and Sean and Mark.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I had it upside down.
No, we put it in the frame.
So the frame is upside down.
I gotta fix it.
That's it.
Good job, eh?
Yep. Good job.
Michael to join us as well in a picture, so I'm going to grab him as well.
Oh, yeah. Put it up. Yeah.
Garbage?
Doesn't quite have the same appeal. Oh, sure, sir.
I'll just get a couple shots before Michael gets here, and then we'll do some with Michael.
Yeah.
Thanks. So where's a good spot? Where would you like to sit, Michael? Maybe right between Mark and his family here.
Yeah.
No toes?
No, we're good. Hi. Good hugger.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Sure. Why not? Why not? You and everybody? Two more seconds.
Okay.
Smile.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Let's go have some snacks and
Exactly.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Do you know who's?
Oh, hi.
Oh, that's Aries. He's the guy that helped us make sure this went live to 1745 Portage.
Live?
And by the way, he's from Visions of Independence, another organization. And they have offered, well, we asked and they agreed to help us with that.
It's no problem at all.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, my mom.
They said visions.
My mom watched Visions.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Vision up inside.
There you go.
So yeah.
Thanks, Aries.
Yeah, you're welcome. So are we?
We're done. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. How are you doing?
So